The following program is intended for mature adult audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. You have been warned.
Well, welcome back to Flavin' Enemy Legacies, and you're in for a treat. Welcome to the Ball and Socket. Best place to grab a drink, best place to grab a whiskey, and all-time favorite, Ellie Clarkson and the Forsaken Vibe.
This music, it reminds me of home.
You all find yourselves collectively gathered around a small table in the smoke-filled Ball and Socket. Undead skeletal band playing on the stage, cigars, smoke, and maybe a couple other different kinds of smoke up in the sky, up in the air. And you all find yourselves at this small table, the three of you, as well as Empress Eleonora Villarreal III, the vampire empress herself. You all find yourselves in this VIP section. The empress has summoned you guys here to see about undergoing a particularly secretive mission. The empress looks at you guys. Well, everyone got themselves something to drink then.
You know I don't drink.
Yeah, that would go straight.
I thought you were.
That does.
It would look like you pissed, except you can't piss because you have no bladder.
I have no bladder. I have nothing to piss out of either.
Well, on that fun note, I'm sure you're all wondering why I gathered you all.
Very much, actually.
She kind of leans in. I have something I need retrieved from a place I don't want many people seeing. So, out of every one of my subjects, I trust the three of you implicitly. So, I'm going to teach you how to enter the Crimson. And I'm going to count on you all to retrieve this item and bring it back. Have you ever been to the Crimson before? And Bone Jangles, can you describe yourself?
So, Bone Jangles is obviously a skeleton, but he's a very dapper skeleton. He walks around with a bow tie around his neck bones and a nice fitted bowler cap that fits perfectly upon his skull. He has obviously hollowed out eyes, but he still has eyeballs in his eye socket. And he's always kind of snapping his fingers or dancing, having a little, dance in a step whenever he walks anywhere. Yes. And on his side he has like a little holster looking thing that houses two like drumsticks that have rounded tops to them. And on the other hip he has a rapier, actually, sheath. But nobody has ever seen him actually use it, so people just assume that it's for show rather than actual ability.
So, have you been there before, Bone Jangles? I don't remember if I sent you there in your life.
No. Wish that I could have been to a place such as grand as the Crimson, but unfortunately, this one fell in other ways.
Okay. And Christabel, one other thing for you in specific is, don't give in to temptation in the Crimson. It's going to be tempting. And Christabel, could you describe yourself?
Yeah. My name's Christabel Annalita. I am 6 foot.
6 foot gone, I guess.
Oh, my cat is attacking my door.
6 foot gone. We lost Christabel.
Oh no, poof, she's gone. Great. Well, this was a lovely event, Empress. It looks like one of your players has simply disappeared. I don't know what that means. Dead. Completely dead.
Universal implosion. The entire universe is gone.
Well, great. That was my time. See you all next week. Goodbye.
Yes. It's going to be so much fun next week.
Well, at least y'all get to enjoy the amazing music that is the Ball and Socket playlist.
Yes, are they playing the classic Gangsta's Paradise?
Yes.
Oh, Gorama, you see that darling beauty on stage? Kelly,
Yes.
did you know before she got famous, her and I used to be entangled somewhat?
I imagine it was kind of hard separating the bones and figuring out, that leg is
We used
mine.
to-
That
We
hip
used
bone
to
is
just
mine.
discorporate into a pile of bones together. It was phenomenal.
I bet it was very sexy.
We would switch out femurs every once in a while.
Would you
Oh,
say
it
that
was
you two were?
Give you a pimp walk.
Would you say that you two were boning?
boning? Yes. As we used to say,
Oh my god, Christabel's back, holy shit!
I want to go backstage and rattle them bones.
At what point did I?
Oh, Jingles.
At what point did it leave? Because I genuinely didn't notice.
You're like,
Just
I'm
described
6
your
foot
height.
and then gone.
I want you to know I continued the rest of that, and then when I was done, saw all of the rips.
Oh no.
Once more with feeling. 6 foot.
Taking it back.
More
taking it
like
back.
6
What?
foot under.
Welcome to the live cast, folks.
Fucking. Look, I don't know what
Did
happened.
you describe yourself?
Yeah, I would love to.
And don't disappear on us this time, okay?
I'll watch. I'll be more on top of it. I'm Christabel Annalita. I am 6 foot under. She's looks like when she was in life, she was about 35. But like a really hot 35. She has the like build of someone who goes to the gym, and gym bros are really patronizing to her, but they don't do leg day, and so she outsquats them every time.
Fuck yes, Christabel.
She's got a high ponytail that's like dark brown hair, graying a little bit. She's got like lilac and purple sort of like armor, and then 2 rapiers on each hip. One with a blue gem in the pommel and one with a red one.
Okay. So yes, like I said, don't give in to temptation, Christabel. It's going to be tempting.
What do you mean by temptation?
You will see when you get there.
She means me.
I've
No.
never once been tempted by you, Bojangles, and I'm not gonna start now.
And Gormar, I trust.
It's Mr. Group.
Sorry, Mr. Group.
Thank you.
I trust that you'll be able to recover the device I speak of. It is of utmost importance.
Of course, milady.
So, the object that I'm looking for is an object that I'd only used once previously, and I stashed it away in the Crimson for safekeeping, and the protective charms around it prevent a vampire from grabbing it, so that is why I'm asking you all. The item looks to be a large red gem and will be located in the center of the Crimson near a giant red monolith. Once you find the gem, you must simply take it and exit the way that I showed you how. Any questions on that part?
What is the reward? Is it your undying is it our dying devotion and you're like, oh, I love you, and you'll always be my faithful follower? Like, what's the reward here?
The reward is Blackport Manor,
Okay, yes, that will do.
as well as the title that comes with it, Viscount of Blackport.
Is that for all 3 of us or just this one?
We're all Viscount.
That is
We all have to live together.
that is the price. That is the prize for Mr. Groob. Bone Jangles,
Yes.
your particular reward will be. Do you remember the small, little lesser known joint just down the way? It was closed maybe about a year ago. Known as the Corner Pocket.
It's one of my favorite joints growing up.
Yes, it is the billiards hall. I have the deed for you.
haven't been allowed back there since I used my arm as a poke you.
And
of that.
Christabel, for you, I have the appointment of any position you would like within my Blood Knight's ranks.
Oh, that's a pretty good reward. So I'm amenable to this.
She kind of looks at you all with the brilliant flash of red in her eyes. Of course, if one of you all were to fall, then I would still give all 3 rewards. So, if something unfortunate were to happen to, say, you, Mr. Groob, or you, Christabel, then all 3 rewards would still be on the table for the rest. Any questions?
How do we get there?
It's quite simple. So, in the Necrodome, in the bottom of the area, there is the collection point that is used for all the blood soaked in the sands. There is a veil of blood. All that is required is that the removal of the skin off of 1 digit. You must have skin in order to do it.
Sorry, Bojangles.
Remove the skin, and the door will open upon waving your fleshy finger through.
I'm not
Interesting.
going to lie, that sounds a little bit racist against skeletons.
Yes, I didn't want skeletons in the Crimson. On accident.
That's hurtful.
Well, yeah, I suppose you're right. But there I am, teaching you how to get in.
Fair, I guess. How?
All you would need to do is steal living being, take finger, rip flesh off finger, and you're good.
Does not have to be still living. Just has to happen.
Oh, part
Makes
of
things much easier.
any being. Thank you, Empress.
Yeah, it would have been less useful to me if one of my fingers was missing skin, so we can find something amenable.
I have flesh and all 10 fingers. I was going to say 5. I forgot that you have double 5 in terms of digits on hands. But you know what? That happens. I'm not good at math.
Yes, how could you forget your one other hand, Mr. Groob? It's truly something.
I spend all my time on alchemy and praying to the gods.
People with your attached hands. And Bojangles will just take his hand off and set it on the table and just walks around.
Pulls a thing.
I mean, I can easily detach anyone's hand here. You're not special. I just don't want to do it to myself.
The questions on how this all works?
Should be fun.
No. Hopefully we don't die, extra die, Because we're already all... you get the joke, we're all already dead. I just hope we don't,
Let's die one more time.
dead. Yeah, more dead.
Yes. Don't. May we all survive fully and not die permanently on this excursion.
Yes. Now, anything else I can do for you all before you head out?
You could get me another coffee. And Goramar Groob stands up to his full 6'7" height. He was formerly a drow in his previous life, but now he's very much a vampire. He's very wiry, and he looks like he's about 65, but really that's only because of the wrinkles on his face. But he's got black hair with just a little bit of white. It's long, but it's greasy. It's been put up into a bun and just a couple strands in front of his face. He's got a bunch of scars and a stubble beard. He's wearing a duster, black leather duster, and black armor underneath, and you see 2 scimitars sheathed at the sides, and he just leaves.
Alright. Well, anyone need anything else? Also, one of my servants is going to meet you there and basically act as a extra set of hands, should you need it.
They're coming with us into the Crimson?
Yes.
Wonderful.
You may need their assistance. Things unfold.
Yes, of course. It's always nice to have an extra set of hands. And then Christabel is gonna stand up And you like a little like half bow to the Empress, and follow Mr. Groove on out of there.
Madam, I have one more request, if I might.
Oh, sure. What is it?
Upon success, would it be possible for the courts to dismiss the injunction filed by one Miss Clarkson against my music? She knows I wrote it first. She's just being a bitch about it in the breakup.
Bone Jangles, if you succeed, I'll even dismiss this restraining order.
Is Bojangles allowed to actually be in this bar?
Bojangles has a bad disguise on and a mustache and a bowler hat.
He's got like those glasses that have the nose attached to them.
Yeah. That's exactly what it looks like.
Thank you, Miss. A little bow and I shall leave.
Good luck, you all.
We're going to need it.
You have no idea. And you all heading out of the ball and socket?
Yeah.
Yep.
Groob is gonna light up a pipe and then just start smoking out of it. Oh, but
Did you not?
you don't even have lungs. You're just being an asshole. Let me enjoy my pipe.
I don't want to get lung cancer as a skeleton.
You don't. The only cancer you
what
could get
way?
is bone cancer.
Bone Jangles, you haven't had lungs for years. We know this to be true. The cancer already got you. It's gone.
I blow a cloud of smoke directly in his face. Go for that, bitch.
My eyes! The one flesh I have left!
Pardon, but not really. Do we really have to go to Necrodome?
What?
Considering
Scared
the
of
way
losing blood.
Considering the way is in the Necrodome, it seems like it is an unavoidable task. So just hold your
Well,
nose, stuff it full of whatever's in your pipe.
I shall hold my nose. Click.
Since we don't have to use our finger flesh,
We have willing, or maybe not so willing sacrifices.
this is the question: is where's a good place to get finger flesh? Is there like a morgue nearby?
Didn't we have assistants?
We have
Oh,
an
where's
assistant that
flesh
we're going to
quarter?
meet.
Wait, okay. Where's our
assistant?
assistant?
We're meeting them there.
We're meeting them there. Do we know what they have? We got a name.
don't-
Do we know what they are?
Nope.
Okay. Is there some sort of fleshy being on the street?
There's plenty of fleshy beings on the street.
Go group, go
Can
group.
I
Get him.
take one of them into an alley and then knock them out?
Alright. You just grab the first one?
Yes, pretty much.
Okay. Alright. Go ahead and make a... let's make an athletics check. Go ahead.
While this is happening, Bone Jangles is going to go across on the other side of the street and just start doing her performance to distract people.
That's a hot 5. I rolled a natural 2.
Disgusting what you've done.
They break right out of your arms and dart off.
Oh,
Saying-
sorry.
And you hear...
I
you-
cast sleep on this
40
person.
drinks. I
my
just
cat.
want to kiss you.
Don't worry, I've got this one. And I shall cast sleep on this person.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and roll.
What is it? 5d8?
My hope is that shit like this happens often enough in this fucking city that that no one's gonna really give. It's like New York, just no one's just gonna keep on walking by and be like, that's not my problem, bye.
I didn't hear what you said.
18 HP. He's got less than that. He falls asleep.
Falls right asleep. Face first in the ground.
Okay, can I drag him to alley?
Sure. As a matter of fact, as you start to grab one, you see, hey, let me help you with that. And one of the zombies picks up the other side, helps you over there.
Thank you. What is your name?
Yeah, my name's Gerd.
GERD? As in like the condition that my grandpapa got?
Gerd, yeah, if you want to call it that.
Alright, GERD. And I drag the body in, and I take one of my scimitars, and I just very carefully cut off the flesh on 3 fingers so that we've got backups.
Better get a 4th finger just since we have that assistant.
Yes, very good. And I get a 4th finger.
Perfect.
Okay. So you just cut the skin off the fingers?
Yes, deglove them.
A tasty flay.
Tasty flay. Is there a dumpster?
Not in this alleyway.
Great. Is this a living being?
Yes, it is. It's a standard-looking human.
All right. Can I just suck the blood of it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. That's what I do.
All right.
I have a bite attack, don't I?
Yes, you do.
We're just fucking killing this man.
All right. That's
We're out back behind the Denny's committing a crime.
That's a 21 to hit.
He automatically fails. He's asleep.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right. That's gonna be 9 damage.
Yep. You see him just completely drained of his blood and dies.
Oh, very tasty. He was a little stale. But that happens. All right, and then just.
And you see him start to stand back up.
Oh, hello! Welcome to the club. And then can I clock him?
You notice that you weren't being too focused on doing that part, so he's just a zombie. That's right under your control now.
Oh, okay. Wonderful.
Hey, but think about it. Group, this was brilliant because now we have a second assistant. Just rip finger skin off of him for himself, and then we've got bait for when we're in the Crimson. Perfect.
Oh, you're very smart, Christabel. All right, follow along. I shall call you, what's your name? Nerf.
We love it. We love Nerf. All right, let us move on. Well, we can. I don't know if he needs a leash. I don't know what the leash laws are like for just freshly awoken, sort of under your control zombies.
What bar you go to?
I think he will kind of just follow me, and if he stops following me, we can always just kill him.
Perfect. So far, this has gone great, Mr. Groob. You've done wonderfully.
Thank you. It's no problem.
Let us go. And Christabel starts walking straight towards the Necrodome. She knows where it is.
Mr. Group follows.
Okay. So you all start collectively heading towards the Necrodome, and move along through the streets, start through until you reach the actual Necrodome, this giant Colosseum built out of this black obsidian rock, and you kind of you pass by a couple of different stores and shops. You know, you pass by Gluttony Gals, which is right across the street, and then head towards the Necrodome. And
Just got a finger there.
There's a set of stairs to the right that leads down to where the entrance is for combatants, and then they can go straight across to head to where the entrance is for the audience.
The Empress said it was under.
Yes.
Right.
So
I
it
think
would
then to go where the combatants go.
Yes. Because that would not lead to the seats, it would lead in
to the utilidors under the Necrodome.
Exactly.
Perfect. Then let us be on our way. And Christabel just starts. Christabel has that gait of like, if I pretend like I belong anywhere, then no one is gonna say shit to me. sort of vibe.
And
So
Mr. Groob absolutely loves it. He follows along. Miss Linda, you have such confidence. I love it. Slay.
When you're as old as I am, Mr. Groob, you simply don't have time to have anything else.
I have nothing but time.
None of us have nothing but time. Infinite life will do that.
Did you know that I was set to perform here once? But unfortunately, my manager, died a third time and lost the contract.
You
That's
know,
very funny.
You hate when that happens, don't you, Mr. Bone Jangles? Was this when you were still of fleshy bits, or when you were the bone man we see before us?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Christabel just winks and keeps walking.
Oh,
I
show off
ship
with
it.
your eye flesh covers.
I ship it.
Christabel's fully married. Like, it doesn't
Listen.
matter to her.
Listen, you know what? A little flirting. It's
You-
a little
you
bit
know-
of fun.
Go to the window shopping, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Exactly. You're not going in to
Exactly.
buy it. You're just like, oh, that blouse looks nice, you know? But I'm perfectly
Exactly.
happy with what I have at home.
Of course, of course.
So, you all head down to where the entrance for the combatants is,
Mhm.
and you see a little tiny looking fairy, about maybe a foot tall, black hair with this red streak in it, and these black leather armor with a red hood behind it, and a small wand, and she's just kind of sitting on a little table. Oh, hey, y'all are here. You guys ready?
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name from the Empress. And you are?
Oh, yeah. My name's Scylla.
Stella, it's lovely to meet you.
Scylla, and could you spell that? Is
Yes, it's Cilla.
Like the sea, I love it.
Yeah, my last name's Hemlock. That helps.
Oh,
Oh well.
beautiful.
Wonderful.
Y'all, are y'all ready? I'm excited. I've never been here before. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna
Neither
be
have
so
we.
much
We're
fun.
very excited to go to the Crimson.
We are very excited.
Let us journey onward.
This is gonna be a
If we're
great
not-
adventure. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah. So the doorway to go down to the entrance, to where the door is over here, and we go down these stairs, and then we're just gonna go right through there.
Wonderful.
Excellent.
After you, Scylla, please.
She kind of pulls a ring of keys out from her bag and filters through them, turns the lock in one of the doors, and opens it. All right, guys, this way.
After you, my darling. And I follow.
She kind of flies down there. When you got a good look from her back, you can see that her wings look like they've been dyed black.
I
Very
love
cool.
this.
It's very cool.
It's very cool, yes.
And you guys go down and reach the bottom, and there's just this giant, like 400-foot wide by 600-foot long room with nothing in it except for the center, which is a big giant black dish with a veil of red blood just floating down to the dish.
Mr. Groob, would you hand out our tickets to the Crimson?
Of course. Of course.
Wonderful.
My dear Mrs. Enlinda. And he gives everyone here a finger except for Nerf. Because at Nerf, he takes out a scimitar again, takes the last finger on the hand, and then gives it back. You'll need this, Nerf, trust me. I am sorry, but you know what? You cannot feel pain. So,
Do you hand it to him?
Just puts the finger
Yeah, I
over
just
top
hand-
of his bone.
yeah, I just
he
put it.
he straight up just shoves it into his mouth and starts chewing.
You weren't supposed to eat it, Nerf! I told you to hold on to it. What the fuck is this smell?
Christabel
good.
does
Just
that.
put his mouth.
Christabel does that thing of like when your dog gets a hold of a bottle cap, where she just sort of grabs the sides of his jaw so it opens, and then just pulls the piece of finger skin out and goes, "No, Nerf, we do not eat the finger skin that Mr. Groob gave you to get into the Crimson. That's not what this is for."
If you want a chew toy, I will find you one. I will go back up the street. I will find another man. I will take his arm. I will get it back here, and I will give it to you. But you cannot eat our tickets. What was that?
It doesn't matter. We're never going to be able to understand him. What I maybe
No.
recommend, Mr. Groob, is that you just sort of
Zombie.
place the finger skin into his hand and then sort of hold it as if it was a small child.
Yes, that is what I will do. I do as Annalena suggests. And then if he starts to, like, reach towards my hand to bite it, I just gently, like, tap his head and go, "No, not for eating."
Wait, can I eat it?
You can't eat
Bone-
bone jangles. We've
Bojangles
been
will just
over
pop
this.
he'll just pop the finger into its mouth and then catch it as it falls through.
Incredibly, that's an incredibly good joke. Christabel just sort of does the golf clap.
I would clap, but
You have to babysit. It's fine. We
It's
understand.
clap too, but
I
my
always
bones just rattle.
I always thought they would be a good father, and look at me, I'm doing wonderful.
You're doing wonderfully.
Guys, door's open. And she kind
Okay.
of flies through. Flies through the bloody veil as she just pours all around her and she disappears.
Christabel follows after.
Goramar and Nerf also follow.
Bone Jangles brings up the rear.
Okay. As you guys head to the other side, you look around. And looking around, there is red sky, dark red sky. No clouds. You see red mountains. You see the floor is red and wet and at least an inch deep. You could see ripples coming from the center, wherever this is. And you, far off in the distance, you can see mound-like structures, black, and at the center, a red giant rock. But it's far off in the distance, maybe 4 miles away. Look around. There seems to be red lightning in the sky, but it's not disappearing. It's just stuck, as if striking. What do y'all do?
I mean, did the Empress give us specific instructions of where in the Crimson it was?
So she told you that it was in the center of the Crimson near the monolith.
Near the monolith. Do we see a monolith? It doesn't sound like we see a monolith.
I believe that red rock would be the monolith.
I guess that's fair. Yeah. Christabel then just points as looks like that's the way we need to go, and then just starts marching. Doesn't is just on a mission. Gonna keep moving.
Alright.
And where do you think you're going?
Wherever the fuck we want. Who are you?
As you see 3 decrepit-looking old women rise up out of the inch of blood around you all.
Like
Roll for
human women?
initiative.
Fabulous. Let's do it. Let's commit a crime.
Show off with your blood and your bodily fluids.
Holy shit. I rolled a 19. That's gonna be a 23.
I rolled terribly. Ugh. That's a 10.
22!
Just hit my foot. God damn it. Alright.
As you see, these women look to be decrepit and old, with black hair, soaked red faces, piercing red eyes, and long fingers like claws. Those of you, all of you are all pretty experienced adventurers. You would recognize that these women are definitely giving off hag energy, but you've never seen a particular type of hag before. And that'll bring us to Bone Jangles. You're up first. There are 3, for your knowledge, they are blood witches.
No,
There are 3
Gormor
of
got
them.
above me.
Yeah, I got a 23.
Oh, it put a 7 in here when it added them in. Alright, what'd you get?
I got a 23.
Alright.
I rolled a 19 and then I have a +4 to initiative, so.
Christabel, what'd you get?
Got a 10.
Okay, that's accurate. Bone Jangles, what'd you get?
22.
Yeah, for some reason it put yours in at 7.
Okay, that's. I don't know.
Alright, so Gormar, you're up first. For your knowledge, these are blood witches, so you can refer to them as such. Now, the 3 of them are surrounding you. One on the front, nearest where the direction you have to go to get towards the big giant red rock. And then 2 on either side of where you guys just came out of.
Okay. I'm gonna do Blood Maledict. And I'm gonna invoke. Let's do Blood Curse. I believe it's Blood Curse of. It's the thunder one, so it does thunder damage. I'm also going to amplify it, so I'm going to take a d8 of damage. Un momento. Alright, that's 3 damage.
As you go to unleash this blood curse, you feel it sizzle out in your hand. That kind of magic won't work on us.
But you have blood in your body now.
We are blood.
Well, yeah, fuck these. He's gonna, He's going to cast infestation on these witches.
Okay.
So they need to do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. So Blood Witch A, that's a 15. Blood Witch B is a 9, and Blood Witch C is a 20.
Blood Witch A and B are going to take 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Hold on. No, it's just one creature. So we'll do Blood Witch B is going to take 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's going to be the action that I do. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, no, I want to correct myself. Earlier when I was saying that I was going to do a blood curse, that was the thing that I was talking about is actually Crimson Rite. I don't want to do that. I did want to do the blood curse, but that's not going to work. So, and then I think use Mystic Frenzy. When you use your action to cast a cantrip, you can immediately make one weapon attack as a bonus action. So I'm going to attack Blood Witch A with my Vorpal Scimitar. 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
That does 11 damage.
Okay.
And then that's my turn.
Alright. So you dash through there, magic fizzles out, you recover and make a pretty good arrangement of attacks. Bone Jangles, you're up next.
Let's start off with something a little bit light. We'll do a second level Magnify Gravity. It is a 10-foot radius with a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. So that'll target. You can only target A or B and C with that.
Go with B and C.
Okay, and that's a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
So
DC of
that'll
18.
be a failure and 2 failures.
Okay.
You love to see it.
Their speed is halved, and
Okay.
they take 12 damage.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I'll look at my partners and be like, well, it appears we're in for a bloody good time. And I will give Goramar inspiration with that.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
All right.
Which
And that'll
is
bring
a
us-
D10.
That'll bring us up to the Blood Witches. So looks at you, Goramar, and says,
Oh, I'll show you magic.
and that is going to be, you see her create 3 rays of red bloody energy above her head and
Oh, well,
blast
fuck.
all 3 of them directly at you. Now that's going to be, the first one is going to miss. The second one is a 15.
That does not hit.
And the third one is a 14. So all 3 hit you, but don't do any damage as they kind of just bounce off your armor.
Real magic? Really? Try harder
Now-
next time.
That'll bring us to B, who see her create or wave her hand in a circle over her head, and a rune of red energy appears underneath your feet as the blood from underneath you erupts upwards. And I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw, and this goes for Bone Jangles as well. Actually, this is gonna go for Christabel as well. This is a 60-foot radius.
Does this count as a spell?
This is a spell.
Okay, so me.
Wonderful. So I will also be able to use my reaction to attack this poison.
Okay.
And Christabel, you have advantage on the save as well. You both do.
Fabulous. And you said it was
Oh,
what kind of
you.
save?
I
Sorry. A con. Pretty good
Thank
con.
goodness. I have 13.
That's a dirty 20.
Ah, damn.
So 13's a fail. What was the dirty 20's a success?
Dirty 20.
Woohoo.
And what was the other one?
Bone Jangles failed.
Okay. So those of you who failed are going to take this full damage. Those of you who succeeded are going to take half.
Oh, great.
As the energy erupts around you, and that is going to be 37 necrotic damage. If you are resistant to necrotic, then you take half.
And then I take half again.
Mhm.
Okay.
Excellent.
Do math because I'm a dummy, and then I get to attack as a reaction because I have the Mage Slayer feat.
All right.
I'm fancy, so hold on. Let's roll that.
19 damage, baby. Because
That's a
resistance
30 to
required.
hit.
Oh my god!
Okay, that'll hit.
I love this.
And then that'll be terrible on damage though. That's just 10.
Okay.
I can't remember. Do you round up or down for half damage?
Round down.
Round down. Okay.
Oh,
Thank you.
All right.
rounded
And
up.
that'll heal yourself for one.
Yeah.
That'll bring us to the next one. And you see her create 3 beams as well, and she's going to launch all 3 of them at you, Bone Jangles. And that is going to be okay. First one is 24. Second one 18, and third one 8. So 2 of them hit, and that's going to be 15 force damage as you get blasted backwards 15 feet from the blood just hitting you square in the chest.
That stung a little bit.
And that'll bring us up to Christabel.
Wonderful. Got my 2 rapiers because I can dual wield. You would say that Blood Witch B, I'm gonna assume, is the one that's closest to me.
Yes, correct.
Gonna wail on this bitch. Just absolutely.
Go for it.
So that's a 24 to hit on the first one.
That'll hit.
And then 26 on the second, which will hit. And 19 on the third.
All 3 hit.
Wonderful. I'm going to roll them and then tell you just total damage.
Okay.
That'll just be easier. 44 points of damage.
All right. How do you want to do this?
I have my 2 rapiers out. And I get a really good slash across the front of across the front. And then I take both of them and just stab them down into the Blood Witch's heart.
And you see her just fall into a pile of blood on the floor.
And stay down.
And that'll bring us up to Goromar.
So, which of the witches are still alive?
A and C.
A and C. Excellent.
Mhm.
Which one would be closer to me?
A.
A. Excellent. I'm going to make my 2 attacks with my Vorpal Scimitar.
Okay.
Let's see if the first attack works. Oh, that was a natural 1. It's a 13.
That still hits.
Oh,
Even with the nat 1?
Yep.
oh my
Ooh.
god. So, okay. The first attack, that's going to be 12 damage.
Okay. So you kind of like go to swing and you stumble forwards over your own feet and you still manage to skewer her in the gut.
I'm sorry, you're just like right there. And that's gonna be 12
She's
damage.
just right there. It's so easy.
Considering that rolling a nat 1 was still a hit, if I make a second attack with this weapon, do I need to roll to hit?
You still need. I mean, you could crit.
Because it might be. You could be
That's
a
true.
nat
I
20.
could, I could still crit. That was not a crit, but it was a 29. So
That's it. Yeah, I mean, it is
Or-
Warple. You still want to roll.
Miss, actually.
this is true. You just all right. That's another 13 damage.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, because I've got 2 weapon fighting and dual wielding, I'm gonna take the sickle in my other hand and make an attack with that.
Okay. Roll to hit.
10.
That'll miss.
All right.
Okay.
So, yep, that's it.
All right. That'll bring us up to Bone Jangles.
Well then, let's see, shall we? My 2 friends seem to have a hold on things up there, so let's just go with let's see, we'll do a 3rd level healing word on myself to heal up 13 points. That's a bonus action though. And then with my main action, let's go with vicious mockery, and I will look at this blood witch and you go. It's a good thing that last week I studied for my blood test. I got an A positive on it.
Oh, that's
Fucking
funny.
Bone Jangles.
Fucking Bone Jangles.
Bone Jangles is here to ruin my life personally.
Yeah, me specifically.
I got an 8 damage on it.
Yeah, Bone Jangles, fucking get it! Woo!
All right.
No. Just stop, please.
As she says stops, Bone Jangles will just take out the 2 little drumsticks that he has on his side and just start playing his ribcage.
I want to be Bone Jangles when I grow up.
Same. That's my goal in life, to become
A comedic
Bone
skeleton.
Jangle. Yeah, become a comedian skeleton. Yeah.
What are these witches doing besides being sad?
They
Yeah,
could be
so-
happy, but they're not. You know.
Not. Nobody's happy around me.
So you guys can. Fucking shit.
This whole mission has just gone downhill.
The microphone has caught you.
That'll bring us to Blood Witch A. You see her raise her hands above her face, maneuver her fingers in a weird arrangement, and you hear her look directly at you, Goramar, and say,
Namire Bruto.
and
Gosh.
all
Real-
the rest of them sink back into the blood, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh fuck! Shit, bitch! Oh no! Natural 20.
Let's go.
Fucking
I am
can't shit on Mr. Group.
As you feel one of them come out from underneath underneath you, and go to seep into your flesh, like literally turning into blood and like soaking in through, like in between your toenails and in between
Nasty.
your sliding up your legs, heading towards your ears. What do you do?
Jesus. Jesus on a cracker. Reaction. Or no, it's a bonus action. Hellish Rebuke is the reaction. I'll just set myself on fire. Cast Hellish Rebuke on myself.
I guess you could say they're really trying to make their blood boil.
You see
Yeah,
the blood just pop right off and back into the blood, and you see that they're starting to like grab at your legs.
get off, and I'll just like try and like take the flat of my blade and kind of bash against it.
Why are you guys still standing there? Don't we have something to do?
Well, I kind of can't move. Exert
maybe-
some kindness.
You probably shouldn't just stand still.
I guess we should just keep moving then. I guess you're smarter than I am. Fucking hell.
I mean, if you had wings, you wouldn't have to deal with, walking on that. So
Well,
sorry,
I don't have wings, okay, Scylla? Would you exert some kindness, or is that too hard for you?
Oh, I'm sorry. That sounds more like a personal problem. I'm just gonna continue going.
I guess I'll just start walking as fast as I can.
They keep just grabbing at you as you guys have your movement halved right now, as the entire terrain is difficult, as there are just bloody hands reaching out from the blood pool underneath you, grabbing at you, trying to keep you still.
Bone Jingles, could you insult them to the point where they would give up?
Yes, I guess with how rude they are, you would say their blood type is B negative.
How far would you say we are from the obelisk?
About 4 miles.
Okay, cool. That's what I was trying to gather.
So 4 miles of this.
We're just not going to be fast, and we just have to accept that. And we're just going to have to deal with the fact that Scylla's probably going to be in front of us.
We exert patience. Fucking patience.
I'm told it's a virtue.
Virtue my fucking ass.
Let's get a move on.
Yep. Alright.
This place is pretty cool. You guys never been here before?
No.
But I really like the aesthetic.
It's kind of cool, not gonna lie.
It's very cool. How often have you been, Scylla?
I've been here twice so far.
What sort of errands were you running?
I'm not allowed to say. You know.
Oh, absolutely. I didn't know if it was for business or pleasure.
Yeah. I mean, good on you for seeing how easily it'd be for me to betray the Empress. I'd always do the same thing too.
All of us for the Empress.
Yep.
Oh.
You know, the Empress, she's a cool lady. I like her very much.
You know, at first I didn't think I'd be a good follower for the Empress, but turns out I am. I guess you could say it's in my blood.
What? Blood,
you don't have
Bojangles?
blood.
You don't have
blood. I mean,
I'm convinced you ever had blood, even when you were alive. I think you were bone dry.
Well, no. The bones make the blood. I could see how he could still have, if he has marrow in him, then he still has the potential to make blood.
Quickly, Bojangles, play on your ribs.
Bojangles just splashing up blood.
Yeah, it's real squishy. You sound real squishy.
Oh,
This is joke.
Oh.
It's very good joke.
Thank you. I worked very hard. You know, on Tuesdays, I go to this small little, a hole-in-wall. Wall. And I practice my comedy, and I get, raucous laughter. Keep in mind, it's a bunch of, thralls and stuff like that, and all their...
You know, but you should really tell me and Mercy more, and we would have been happy to come and see one of your shows.
Of course, I'm so sorry, but I get stage fright. I am new at this whole comedy thing, and I want to practice to an audience who is not quite so critical. You know, they are the audience for up-and-comers, and I am an up-and-comer, you know?
Well, whenever you're comfortable, you just get in touch with us. Mercy doesn't really have anything going on Tuesdays that I know of. Yeah, because
you can't be doing business on Tom and Days.
I love tacos. I love I forget what the cult is called, but they serve tacos on Tom and Days that are made with human meat. Oh, it's so delicious. I think they worship the rat or something. I don't know, but they're very spicy.
They have these taco shells that they have ghost pepper in them.
Very spicy. Wait, how would you taste that? You have no tongue.
At some point, you were alive, right, Bojangles? You haven't just been a bag of bones since the dawn of time. Though maybe you were. I genuinely don't know. What were you before this, Bojangles?
Yes.
I was a pirate!
You know, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, were you at the founding of Salt Point?
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe not.
I would love to do an insight check to see if I know if Bojangles was there at the founding of Salt Point.
I would love to do that too.
Go ahead. Bojangles, I guess you can make a roll against that.
I rolled a 5. That's gonna be a 10.
14.
17, baby.
14 deception.
No one will ever know. It's a mystery.
No.
Hey,
ever.
Just a heads up. If you don't want to have to deal with a fight, you might want to head inside. As you see the door just randomly erupt out of the blood.
You know what? You've been here before. I will trust you, and I follow in.
Can I do an insight check on Scylla?
Yeah, go ahead.
18.
She is the sweetest and innocent person you've ever met.
Okay.
She's hiding nothing.
She's so kind, and she's so wonderful, and you know, she's been nothing but...
She's very sweet.
Yeah.
After you, Scylla, into the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, actually, I have to be the one to close it. You see, because it's my magnificent mansion. So
Yes, of course. I
Wait, but
didn't
it just
realize.
erupted out of nowhere. I did not see you make it. What
She
is
has
going on?
magic. She has magic,
Mhm.
Mr. Groob.
Yeah. I studied
did-
at the Black Tower for what was it? 37 years? Yeah,
Okay,
37 years.
you are younger than me. You will shut up, pint size. I did not see you move your hand. I did not see you say anything or take a material out of your pocket. What's going on? Why would you? Are you trying to betray me, Scylla? After I trusted you, you would break my heart.
Oh, I would never do that. I
All
would
right.
never. I would never betray what the Empress asked me to do.
Into the house. Everyone, let's go. Into the magnificent mansion that Scylla was
Can I,
kind enough to build for us.
Can I do detect thoughts?
Sure.
I have, yes, that's the only one I get for a long rest. All right. Do detect thoughts on Scylla.
Okay.
This is at 2nd level.
Okay. If I remember correctly, there's a saving throw against it. Yeah.
Yeah. She needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Or no, this is actually cast at a 3rd level. It's a 2nd level divination, but it's cast at 3rd. Oh wow, yeah, you really fail that.
Yeah. So I will DM you exactly what she's thinking.
Oh, thank you.
I hope it's either very juicy or the most benign shit.
It would be really funny if it was the most benign shit. He's not messaged me yet. He's still typing.
Or he's fake.
I see.
After you, unless you want to stay out here and deal with, the whole coven. And she looks up and you see that the moon is starting to glow bright red.
Oh, fuck. Guys,
Blasphemy!
You know what, guys? We should actually probably go in. I don't want to do with any of these witches.
Perfect, then let's get inside.
Bone Jingles
Christabel
song
goes
for
in.
still playing his ribcage.
Bone Jingles, you are a lovely player.
Scylla closes the door behind you all.
To practice.
As you guys look around, you see it's a beautiful, like dark, like think Gothic academia type vibes.
Mhm.
So it's like it got big, fancy black bookshelves. It's got a red carpet going down a set of stairs in the central area that kind of folds out into two sides in the hallway upstairs. There's a
Mhm.
big giant great room with an organ off in the corner, and then down the hallway to the left you can see a big dining area with several plates already set up.
Scylla, I love what you've done with the place. It looks
so
wonderful.
beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, it's my little place. My little happy place. I like to come here whenever I'm doing any kind of studying or stuff like that.
It's lovely, Scylla. So lovely.
Thank you.
It reminded me of home. Beautiful.
You guys want something to eat? I got all kinds of stuff.
I'm not very hungry. You weren't there for it, but I did kill a man in the street. Oh, yeah. Meet Nerf. And I want to introduce Nerf.
Yes, on our way. This is where all the finger skin came from, was from dear old Nerf, because Mr. Groove decided to commit a crime in the middle of the road. Truly, he's never been more attractive to me.
You know that, you only need just the one finger to open the door.
It wasn't very clear, and so we figured, why not hedge your bets? Get a couple of fingies. It was no big deal. And then Mr. Groob got a good snack out of the deal, and then now we have a fun pet.
I am being completely honest when I say I was not given any more information than you need a fleshy finger bit. I was not told, entire group only needs one fleshy finger bit. It was like kind of up in the air, and I was like, if it's up in the air, then I might want to save my ass and bring a couple more.
As my mother always said, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And so we just brought extras.
The rest of the fingers to Nerf. He looks very famished.
He's a zombie.
Yeah, I don't think we have any brains on hand. Unless you've got some, Scylla.
That's very racist.
I can make it
more than just brains,
Hey, I can make it. I mean, my whole staff is zombies.
Well, Nerf, are you hungry? Nerf? What happened?
Nerf has died.
Oh no. I think that means yes, he would love some food.
Okay,
Perfect.
okay, we're gonna get that set up. Anyone else eat?
If you have like a Capri Sun of blood, that would be wonderful.
Oh yes, if
yeah.
you have any whiskey, I
Do
would
you
love
have any
that.
lobster?
I do have a couple blood bags. Are you more of an O or an AB or A?
An
Definitely
AB.
a B negative given theirs.
If you have a negative AB, that's great. But if not, a positive is fine.
Okay. All right.
Positive
Gormar?
blood? Really?
Did you need something?
Well, I would like a filet mignon, some lobster, some foie gras.
Oh, Jangles, what are you going to do with this? All in it?
What?
Like a pig?
That
I
is
haven't
very
eaten in
funny.
centuries. I'm absolutely famished.
Scylla brings you over just a little tiny jar. Here you go. This might help. It's nutrients. You can rub it into your bones.
Oh, for bone jangles.
For bone
It's
jangles.
like lotion.
Rub it on
It's
for me.
got vitamin C in it.
But you'll find that we actually when we made it, we actually infused it with like whiskey oak barrels, so you might get a little bit drunk off of it.
Oh,
Oh, that's just what we need, is a drunk bone jangles. Thank you, Scylla. That was very kind.
Scylla, do you have can your crew make if either one is fine, but do you have a really nice 25-year aged whiskey, or can you make me like a coffee martini or something like that?
Yeah, I can get something for you.
Oh,
I love
thank
the
you.
idea that Gormar is a vampire who's just like, fuck this blood shit. I'm gonna drink alcohol.
Amazing. I haven't been drunk since the age of serpents.
I mean, it is just alcohol and some flavorants in there. There's not a lot. It does have carbohydrates, but I will say it's not very nutritious, and I'm not going to really get sick off of it. So I can enjoy it, because if I can taste the flavors in blood, then I can taste the flavors in liquor. That's how it goes.
The 8 zombies in tuxedos start bringing out different things and laying it out on the table. There's a little porcelain plate that's open with a full brain just sitting on it, as well as a little tray full of blood bags. And then Scylla brings you your drink as she sits down at the table, and she brings you out. So I made you a one for a Bloody Mary, and for backup, I made you a whiskey kind of barrel coffee. It's one or more recipes that I got from one of my friends down at the Black Tower. I was never a big coffee person. I usually have the energy necessary for things like that, where I don't need to drink the coffee, and if I drink the coffee, then I end up in a bad situation. So, but it's good.
See, when I was in my human years, I had ADHD. And then I turned into a vampire, and then I was a vampire with ADHD. And, it's the long nights where you stare at your ceiling in 3 a.m. and your brain just won't stop talking to you, and you're just like, fuck it, I will take some caffeine, because caffeine makes my brain stop talking.
Yeah.
It's self-medicate because the doctor will not give me fucking Adderall. He says, oh, you handle it too well. Look at that. The Empress loves you. And I'm like, yeah, but it'd be nice to have some medication.
Yeah.
But I digress.
Go to get a drink. I'm gonna go check the library. I have to look for something for tomorrow. So if you need me, I'll be over to the library. Beds are upstairs.
Thank you again for your hospitality, Scylla. It's
Thank you
greatly
so much, Scylla.
appreciated.
Of course.
You are so kind.
I don't need a bed to sleep in. And when Bonejangle says that, he does his skeletal ability where he just collapses into a pile of bones.
I was so hoping that was what you were going to say. I was like, yes.
Yes. Oh my god, he's a pile of bones. Bonejangles.
From the floor, he's still going to go, could you just put me on like a little doggy bed or something? I still have feeling.
Doggy bed.
Christabel just sort of scoops up the bones and just sort of sets them in like a chair. Like a really plush sort of wingback.
Instantly, you just hear.
It does not even have a soft palate.
The skull is just sort of rattling as you do this with the snores.
It's like shaking back and forth, and then it settles down, and then it starts shaking back and forth again.
Yeah. Oh man, so good.
This is great. Is there coffins upstairs?
Well, for one, did you eat anything else? Did you do anything else? Did you do anything else downstairs before you head upstairs?
Christabel's having 2 bloody Capri Suns and just really enjoying herself.
Gormar's gonna drink the coffee whiskey drink and then take a bath. Like he's gonna run the water, be very afraid of touching it, and then like as it settles, slip in and just scrub himself off.
Okay. All right, and you all kind of just get nestled in for the night.
Yeah.
And then the next day comes, and Scylla says, "All right, is everyone ready?"
Was that the long rest, Scylla?
Yeah, that's a long rest.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. No, gotta keep track of when you get those long rests. They're really important.
They're very important, Scylla. You're right.
Uh-huh.
So I'm ready to go. Let's hit it.
Yeah, let's hit the road.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I got a special spell prepared for today that ought to help us a little bit.
And that is.
And you see her create a circular disc of black energy as she kind of hovers over it. All right, everyone on.
Oh, this will help us hover.
Hold on.
Okay.
Give me a second. My fibia and my tibia get. Better.
Get him in the right spot, and then let's go. Let's get a move on. You've got Nerf. You didn't forget
I have
Nerf.
206 bones.
Nerf,
You have a dress.
Nerf. Oh, thank you, my darling.
You see him kind of just walking at the. He's walking at the floating disc, but won't climb up it.
I've seen one of my metacarpals.
I have it here, and I give it to him.
Grazie.
You left it in the dining room on the table. So irresponsible of you. You got to keep track of your bones, Bonjangles.
How do you know Nerf didn't take it?
This is true. Nerf could have taken
Did you
it.
take the metacarpal?
Christabel just picks Nerf up and puts Nerf on the rune circle. It's like, Nerf, we have to go. We have things to do today, and I know you don't like going to the vet, but we have to go. It's important for your health.
It is important, okay? Miss Annalinda, I thank you so much for helping me with this. Being a father is tough, but it takes a village.
Of course, it always takes a village. I'm happy to do it. Anytime.
Is everybody ready?
Let's hit it, Scylla. Let's go.
Absolutely.
And she kind of just hovers alongside you guys as you guys kind of float towards there. As you can see, there are just faces poking up out of the blood underneath you. Hands that are outstretched. You notice that limbs that are torn off from each other as you get closer, and you can just see just dead bodies in the blood everywhere. So future reference, you guys ever come back? This area is almost impossible for you to walk through. It's about 10 feet deep here.
Oh, yeah.
This armor isn't conducive to swimming, so this is much better. Thank you, Scylla.
Yes, thank you for the forewarning.
So, you see that little city over there? And she kind of points upwards, and you guys can see that there are just these white structures. But as you kind of see them a little bit closer now, you can see that they're actually pieces of bone that are used with pieces of mortar to actually make the structures.
Oh, that's cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I really should. We've been meaning to redecorate, and if I could just, use this hole as a vibe, I feel like this would be great for the foyer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can always talk to the Empress. She's the one that designed this place. And not to mention, this is basically where she uses for her prison. So all the survivors of Valinor are here, and they're kept here for interrogation purposes. So, if you ever wanted to come, chit-chat with the old people, they're all here.
I was wondering where we were keeping them.
Yeah, it's like a beautiful old folks' home.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I've never once given a shit about what the old people want because they're just so boring.
I haven't given a shit in 400 years.
I'm not convinced you gave a shit even when you were alive, Bone Jangles.
Always constipated.
You people and your sphincters.
At least I have 3 of them.
I'm sorry, what? Where did you get the other 2? Do you keep them on like a keychain?
When I was alive, I had 27.
Well, you have the one in your anus, and you have the one at the entrance of your stomach, and you have the one at the exit of your stomach.
Oh, yes. I forgot about the one from the stomach to the colon. Yes, thank you for reminding me. It's been a very long time. It's been a very long time since I've disemboweled anyone, so...
Well, it's my
I really
favorite
should do that more
pastime.
often.
You can disembowel
you
me
should.
anytime.
On Mondays, 10 a.m. Mondays, there's this judo club that I go to. Most of it is disembowelment. You should come.
You just send me the Groupon, and then we'll just get together. It'll be we'll get lunch. It'll be great.
Use code GRUB. That's GRUB. You get $50 off your first lesson, and then 10% off for a 6-week course.
Oh my gosh. You know, I could afford it without it, but why spend the money when you don't have to?
Yeah, being frugal is a good quality to have.
Y'all ready?
Yes, of course, Scylla.
Yes.
And she kind of like tips you all a little bit on the actual disc itself, kind of slides you guys off onto the bone walkway in the city itself. As you can see, the giant red monolith in the center of the city. And now that you're up close, you're able to see there looks like a chain that is nailed to either side. But you can't really make out anything closer because it's kind of blocked by field of view with the buildings.
So the item that we were supposed to get, it was supposed to be near there, no?
Yeah, it's the red gem that is embedded. I guess you'll see when you get there.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Bone Jangles, that is for you.
As you hear just the shuffling of people around, you can see that there is a singular crop area in the center where there are 4 ears of corn that are growing. And you see that there are about 20 to 30 people that are just kind of shuffling around aimlessly. They're old, sagging skin, white shocks of hair. They look like they should be dead, they're just not.
Like, are they like ghouls?
No, they're not dead, they're not undead. They're just alive, but just like they should have died. Like they should be dead. They're way too old to be alive.
Oh my god, it is an old folks' home.
It really is. Do you fit these people? Or is that the whole point?
Corn? They're fine,
Corn?
they've got corn.
I suppose. I just thought, the good humans, the very tasty humans, are fed by meat and vegetables. They get their milk. And then you've got the corn fed, where they take a mixture of corn and they grind it up and they add some nutrients to it so they don't die, and they just like toss it at them. I'm just saying, like, if you wanted good blood, you'd have more than corn.
So
It's
now that
true,
you guys
but since these are
round
not
the
for
corner,
snacking.
you guys round the corner, you see the red monolith, and then on the monolith you see a 11-foot tall, looks like maybe elven woman that is nailed to the actual monolith, chains holding the wrists up, and multiple nails going through the body, blood just spilling out all over the floor. And you just hear
Scylla, who's this? I'd love to know her story.
I'm actually not allowed to say.
Well, can we talk to her? Or are we not allowed to do that?
You can tell me, my lips are sealed.
I mean, if I were you, I would just grab the gem and let's get on our way. As you guys see that there's a red gem that's embedded in the body of this elven woman.
Oh,
Bone Jangles, get the gem.
Bone Jangles.
I will detach my left hand and just have it crawl up.
No. And you get close to it, and your hand just incinerates.
Well then,
See, we were told by the Empress that only vampires couldn't grab the gem, so what's the
Yes.
deal?
Yes.
Did she actually mean awakened?
No. I'm sorry. I thought she would have told you. I have to be the one to grab it, but then I can hand it to you. None of you can get close to her.
Yes,
Oh.
no. She just said vampires, and so Mr. Groob and I were like, obviously it's not going to be us, it's going to be Bone Jangles, that's why we have him. But
Exactly.
feel free to grab it, Scylla. Go ahead.
And she kind of hovers closer, and you see her just kind of rip the red gem out as more blood starts pouring over. And you can see that the ripples are edging out towards the exit. So you can actually tell that this is where all the blood's coming from. That's on the floors.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
And you see,
Like she sprung a leak.
got it here. Y'all ready to go?
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, but one question. Why did the Empress ever need us? I mean, if it was you that had to take it, and you live here.
It's a good question. Here, why don't you ask? And she tosses a head to you from behind her back as you see it like grows in size to full human size.
Do I recognize this person?
Whose head?
You seen the person that this head used to belong to traveling along with the Empress quite often. Probably with some kind of like personal like assistant type deal.
Like a valet.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm assuming this. I mean, he died for some reason, but I don't see how this.
More handiwork.
I don't see how this answers my question.
Well, I'll see you all on the other side. And she misty steps out of there.
Oh, great. Can I misty
Do I know
step?
which direction she went to?
Yeah.
You can see her. Yeah, you see her misty stepping towards the exit.
Dimension door.
Christabel.
Mhm.
Wait, hold on, DM. I have misty step. Could I potentially misty step and bring Christabel with me? Oh no, that's not.
Dimension door. I can bring Christabel with me.
Oh, all right. Then I will also.
I have
misty
no
step in the
magic.
direction.
Somebody bring me.
And I will misty step towards the exit as well.
As you misstep towards there, you see her finishing an incantation as two armored individuals erupt out of the blood. Roll for initiative.
Oh, fuck me.
Don't worry, we
Time.
can make the door with you. We're all right there.
Yeah, we're all right there, so we're right in the fight. 10.
That was a natty 1, which means it's a 5.
That's a fat.
Da,
nine.
da, 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 da,
That's
da.
Excellent 10. Solid 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Okay.
Oh,
So
you bitch.
Scylla finishes her spell, and you see that she raises her hand towards you, Gormar, and casts Shatter. That's going to be a Constitution saving throw. She targets nobody else except for you.
Oh, well, shit.
Is
Gotta-
she close enough that I can use my Mage Slayer feat?
That's.
You remind me which one you're talking about. Which particular part of that?
Within 5 feet.
No, she's not that close.
Okay, that's totally fine.
Oh my god, someone is still setting off fireworks in my neighborhood.
How
gotta
dare
be-
they?
You've got to be kidding me. Oh my god. Yeah, that's gonna be 11.
That's a failure. As you're going to take, she casts it at 4th level. That's going to be 24 thunder damage.
She did this only to
Oh.
Mr. Groob.
Yes. Yep.
It's not great.
Owie.
You hear her. You hear Scylla as she casts it. There's our ticket out of here, Christabel. I found the traitor.
What?
Boromar, you
I-
gonna tell us who you're really serving? You thought when you peered into my mind that I wasn't gonna do the same to you?
I mean, I figured you would understand when you do the whole, like, detect thoughts thing, and you do more than surface level thoughts that the people know. I mean, I knew,
Yes.
but
Yeah, and I knew that you were detecting my thoughts.
Well, yes, that's how the thick thoughts works.
Yes.
Christabel's just look like head between the two of them. Just
You already know, Christabel. You were told.
I mean, yeah, but Gormar,
And-
who are you working for?
Gormar, you're up.
Well, fuck this. I'm going to No, I'm not gonna cast. Let's see. One moment. Need to open a new tab.
How many tabs can one computer hold
I don't know.
in a game of D&D?
How many tabs? All right. Excellent. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Well, okay. Well, Gormar goes, well, fuck this. Features and traits. He is going to do Blood Maledict, and he is going to do which one is he gonna do?
We love a co-op game with a traitor. We simply love it.
Okay.
He's going to do Blood Curse of the Muddled Mind, and he's also going to amplify it. So he's going to take a d8 of damage. Let's do that. 7 points of damage. Excellent. That's so that's going to be my bonus action. And then for my action, I'm going to take my Vorpal Scimitar and I'm going to attack Scylla.
Okay.
19 to hit.
Okay. Real quick, because of the particular situation we find ourselves in, Bone Jangles and Christabel, if you would like to take an opportunity attack against Gormar, you have the opportunity to, given the current circumstances.
It's a PvP!
That's a spicy meatball. Yeah.
And what was the damage?
I will do that.
The damage against Scylla was 9 points of damage. That was not very much.
I will take the opportunity attack on Gormar.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take an opportunity attack as well.
That's a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Mine's a 25.
Those both hit.
And are you a fiend or undead?
I'm a vampire. What do you think?
Just have to ask.
That's 11 points of damage from me.
Excellent.
So, Bone Jangles finally draws the rapier, and you can see that there is it glows like red. As he attacks, you take 11. You take 11 piercing damage, and then 17 radiant damage.
Oh, fuck me.
I do want to actually real quick. Sorry, I'm going to also maybe fuck somebody shit up, and by somebody I mean Mr. Group. I also have Sentinel, which means they wouldn't be able to hit Scylla because they wouldn't be able to get to her.
Does it target you instead?
Creatures provoke opportunity attacks me. It stops their movement. And I get to hit them, which I did.
Okay. That means you still have your action, though, Gormar.
Yeah, if that's... Well, okay, so... Can I do a reaction on an opportunity attack?
No.
No? Great. Alright, if that's the case, so... Let's see... Okay... Oh, I need to take one of this. So I did Blood Curse of the Muddled Mind on Scylla, which is if she's concentrating on a spell. Hold on. Yeah, she concentrates on a spell. She's going to have disadvantage on her next Constitution saving throw. To maintain concentration, and then because I've amplified it, she's going to have disadvantage on all Constitution saving throws until my next turn to keep concentration.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, if I still have my action, then I feel like I should have made this character a little bit more OP. That's wild to say. Then if that's the case, I'm gonna use Vorpal Scimitar on oh my gosh, Bone Jangles. I'll do it on Bone Jangles.
Okay.
Hey, Bone Jangles, does a 30 hit?
Does a 30 hit Bone Jangles?
One would hope.
It's gonna be 10 damage, Bone Jangles.
Bone Jangles died. Just kidding. Bone Jangles is not dead.
No, he's not dead.
At this moment, though, Christabel.
Ah, shit.
You
I
hear-
should. Never mind. I should have done something different. Whatever.
Christabel, you hear, I can help you. Just release me. I can help.
Do I recognize this voice?
You do not. Not even a little bit. You do recognize the crying, though.
As?
The crying that you heard when you were over in the town.
Mm,
You know, the Bone Town. The Bone
The
Town.
Bone Town.
Bone Town.
Mm. I was explicitly told not to give not into temptation. So I will ignore it.
You back, Bone Jangles? Did Bone Jangles die? Bone Jangles
I'm
might have
back.
died.
I'm back.
Oh my gosh.
Bone Jangles
Bone
back.
Jangles. I
I'm
kind
here.
of thought I
You don't
actually
drink.
killed you.
I didn't realize. No, my mic was just muted.
You did, guys. Ain't that the way? Ain't that the way with remote recording?
My voice box
it is-
sometimes just doesn't work.
You don't have one.
It is your turn, though, Bone Jangles.
Oh, but I do have one. He pulls one out of his pouch.
Gross.
So gross.
Well then, if this is how we're going to do it, let's see, Mr. Groove,
Mm-hmm.
would you be so kind as to give me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, wait, fuck this shit.
Perfect. Otto's irresistible dance. So he starts playing his ribcage again, and it's choose one creature you can see within range. That target begins a comic dance in place, shuffling, tapping its feet, and capering for the duration, a full minute of concentration. A dancing creature must use all of its movement to dance without leaving its space, has disadvantage on dex saving throws and attack rolls. While you're affected by the spell, all attacks against you have advantage. You can make a wisdom saving throw as an action on your turn to end the effect, and that's it.
You fucking bastard. You want to know something? No, Bone Jangles, shut the fuck up. You want to know something?
Yes!
I was your biggest fan. And this is how you treat me? I would have died for you, Bone Jangles, when I saw you go up on
died.
stage. My heart is so full of creative spirit.
You stabbed me, for fuck's sake! Although, you're not the first one to try.
I kind of had to, and also, it was kind of sexy.
Well, that wasn't it.
This is the horniest fight that's ever been. It's just Bone Jangles and Goromar flirting.
If you survive, maybe I'll get a skeleton key to my house made for you.
I would love that, Bone Jangles.
And then the armored individual that Scylla conjured charges at you, Goromar.
I forgot
Oh,
about
wait.
the armored
Bonus-
individuals.
hold on.
Fucking hell.
Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration for Christabel.
Okay.
Question. Should I have my zombie roll initiative?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Just have him go at the bottom of the initiative order for now.
Yeah, alright, I'll do that.
So he's gonna make 3 attacks on you. That is
Okay.
a 19,
They all, have
Toots.
advantage, by the way.
Oh, well,
Hey.
fuck me.
a 20, not natural, and a 16. I'm gonna count that the construct people don't have advantage. but they all three
My
hit.
my one hope in this, if I am counting correctly, 3 versus 1 fight. Well, 2. 3
Technically,
versus
it's
2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1.
Versus 2,
versus
you do have
2.
nerf.
I do have nerf.
You have nerf.
All right. So that's going to be 12 points of slash damage on the first one,
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
10 points of slash damage on the second one, and 14 points of damage on the third slash. As the next armored individual moves towards you quickly.
There's another one?
Yep, there's 2 of them. That's going to be a 27 to hit,
Yeah,
a 29 to hit,
that doesn't. Oh no, that doesn't hit.
and a 24 to hit. So the first attack is 6 points of damage. Second attack is 13 points of damage. And the third attack is 8 points of damage.
Go to Mar, hellish rebuke on this guy.
Okay.
So that's a dexterity. It's a 16 dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Against-
Bone Jangles, Christabel, and actually just Bone Jangles and Christabel make an insight check.
I would love to make
Gorma?
an insight check.
Gorma,
What'd you say?
what?
What'd you say?
Can I, well, I'm gonna cast Hellish Rebuke as a reaction. It's actually, well, you know what? It's 60 feet. So, or no, that's the range. The previous creature that just attacked me is going to need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is a 13.
That does not save. So it is going to take 32 points of fire damage.
God damn!
You see him take it and then just kind of lean back in, ready to fight some more. Not even wincing.
Well, at least it tried.
Some good rolls on that.
Mm-hmm. Pretty great rolls.
And that'll bring us up to Christabel. Christabel, what was your insight check?
It was an 11.
Okay. You realize that these guys, these constructs, could probably finish Gormar off easily.
But do I feel like I could finish Gormar off?
Yes, easily.
Wonderful. Then I'm just going to get it done.
Okay.
Hey, you've also got that Bardic Inspiration if you need it on that attack roll.
I do have that Bardic Inspiration. I get 3 attacks plus another one for 2 weapon fighting.
Okay.
So that's 4 attacks. Let's hit it.
Okay.
Oh, and they all have advantage, by the way.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Okay, so that first one's a 28.
Stop.
Thank goodness for the advantage. That second one's a 24. That third one is a dirty 20.
Okay.
And then in the off chance, I'm actually not going to do the third one. In the off chance that something shady's going on, I'm going to use my bonus action instead to click my my boots of speed.
Okay.
Because that'll impose disadvantage on anyone that attacks me.
Okay.
Time for damage. 16
Down.
for the first. Well, we've got to just finish the job. 11 for the second.
So how do you want to do this, Christabel?
Gorma, I don't know who you're working for, and frankly, I don't care. And then I just stab him through the gut.
As you stab him through the gut, can you gonna be a little bit of a DM for a moment? He's gonna whisper into your ear something. If you could make it, I want to know what your insight is. Like, do
you
an
want me
insight.
to roll? Yeah.
Yes, and because I might just tell you whom.
I rolled a 9. So it's unlikely.
Here, let me message you a little bit. I'll message you a little bit.
How dare you be working for my mother of all people? You know how I feel about her, Gorma.
Yo, mama.
Mama, no.
As
All right.
Gormar collapses there dead, the 2 constructs also collapse as you hear toodaloo
Through the door.
and you see Scylla go fade right through the door.
Through the door.
Mhm.
I
You
also go
and
through the door.
You go and you splash right into it and appear on the other side, and you're still there.
Wonderful. Bone Jangles, it's time for you to die.
And with that, you still have you used your bonus action. So Goramar, it's your initiative. As Christabel says, it's time for you to die.
Well, I guess that means that I need to roll a d20.
Yep.
All right, that's a 7. Woo! Off to a great start, everyone.
So, Bone Jangles, what do you do?
So I saw the fairy go through the thing and vanish.
And then Christabel
tried and just walked through it, but was just on the other side.
Correct.
Still here.
Yes.
And then she looked at you and said,
Bojangles, it's time for you to die.
Oh, well, so how far is Christabel from me?
From where you are currently, about 30 feet.
About 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me see. That will do nice. That's only a first level spell. I will cast with a first level spell, Tasha's Hideous Laughter. So wisdom saving throw.
Wonderful. Let's roll.
DC 18.
And then I still have your inspiration. How kind of you.
Which is a D10.
A D10. If I roll well on this, that'll be
there's
good.
A special thing on saving throws.
What is the special thing?
Let me go find my...
Tell me that before I decide if I want to do this or if I want to use Indomitable.
The creature using this bardic inspiration on a saving throw gains temporary hit points equal to the number rolled plus 5.
Delightful!
If I remember correctly, didn't Christabel still have bardic inspiration from you?
That's what I'm using right now. So that's a 22. So what was the hit points I get back?
It's what you rolled plus... No, it's not hit points. It's temporary hit point.
Yeah, so what temp do I get?
The 10 number you rolled plus 5.
15. Wonderful.
15, yes.
Great. This is good for Christabel.
So seeing that failed, I'm going to bonus action give some bardic inspiration to myself, and then move 30 feet backwards.
And Christabel, you're up.
Wonderful. I did click my boots.
You did.
I can help you. Just let me out.
I don't think I need your help. It doubles my walking speed, which does mean that I can get to you with no real troubles. Let us... how do we want to do this? How do I want to destroy you is truly the question. I think I am going to bonus action Giant's Might, which lasts for a minute, which means I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. I become a large woman. And then each of my attacks will do an extra D8 on a hit. And then I get 3 attacks. That first one's terrible. It's a 17.
Oh, I only have a 15 AC.
Beautiful. Yeah. It is quite literally impossible for me to not hit you. Yeah. That's it. The second one's a 30. And the third one is also a 30. And so each of these, I'm just going to roll them and then roll the extra D8s for each of them separate. I'll just tell you the total because that'll just be easier for all of these. That'll be 51 points of damage to Mr. Bojangles.
Holy shit.
Between all of the things.
Is any of that necrotic?
None of that is necrotic.
Okay.
I don't resist necrotic anyways.
Oh.
Yeah. All of that is piercing damage.
Yeah. Which you would think a skeleton would be resistant to.
I'm piercing you in your fleshy eyeball.
Not my eyeball! Just leave my tongue out of this. I need my tongue to sing.
Keep it in your mouth then. You've never been good at that, Bojangles. You really should start.
Oh my gosh. Are you victim shaming Bojangles?
I'm just saying he's really too chatty. He should learn when to shut his mouth.
Or are you actively dying right now?
I can still converse.
I can still make witty one-liners.
I can still make witty one-liner. Exactly, Linda.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Yes.
Yes.
It's very fun dying
Bone Jangles,
again.
you are up.
So Bone Jangles is going to cast as a bonus action, a 5th level healing word on himself.
Yes, correct.
This is actually my real skeleton. It's the bona fide real deal.
Wait, if I recall, healing word doesn't work on undead.
It does in this instance.
Boo!
Bone
It didn't work
Jangles
for
is
Lavinia.
Guess
It
why
didn't
Bone
work for
Jangles is
Lavinia.
different?
Bone Jangles is built different.
Bojangles just built different. Yeah, exactly.
Because he has to build himself every morning.
Gotta put him back together. He
Then-
keeps losing his pinky toes.
We are going to do...
For lore reasons, though, just so y'all know, it's because of who Bone Jangles is casting the healing word from.
I'm sure. I'm not worried about it.
Let's
I was
see.
mostly just being a brat.
We're going to do a 4th level Rolithan's Psychic Lance. That's going to be an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, goody.
And before all you rule sticklers pop up with you can't cast 2 spells in the same, it's because we're in the Crimson. You're allowed to.
Because God said so, and his name is the DM.
I meant to click the thing, but I accidentally rolled damage, so if you fail, we'll...
I did fail. I got an 8, so.
Okay. So that is 32 psychic damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Holy shit.
And you are incapacitated until the start of your next turn.
Oh my gosh.
Well, my next turn is next.
But it's at...
It's at the start of the
Oh,
turn.
it is the end. Oh no, I read that wrong.
Is it the start or is it the end?
It's the start of your next turn, yeah.
Wonderful! You've done some damage and I am fine.
But
Christabel,
I can move away without an opportunity attack.
You can move away without opportunity attack. That is
So-
true.
Bone Jangle's still just 30 feet away, running back towards the bleeding woman.
I do still have the fancy boots.
Yeah,
Bone
yeah,
Jangle?
you're catching me, no problem.
Bone Jangles, you here. I can help you. Just let me out of here.
Who are you? I don't even know who you are, lady. Maybe an introduction, a name?
They called me the Life.
I don't have one of those anymore, so...
No, you're kidding.
Oh, no.
All right. So, Christabel, you're up. What are you doing?
I am chasing Bojangles down. It's time to kill a skeleton. Wonderful. Okay. Alrighty then.
Hidden Palinirum, yeah.
This a hidden Palinirum. It's all just so
Wow.
spooky.
The opposite to the death. But they've got her chained up here. And my
Yeah.
guess is that they've got her chained up because if they have her chained up, then the undead can be the undead.
Wonderful. So I'm going to attack 3 times.
Okay.
Because it's my God-given right as a fighter.
Which god? Which god gave you that right?
All of them.
The god named Gary Gygax. That's a 27.
Hit.
The guy
And
named
then a
Gary
17.
Gygax.
It's a hit.
And a 24.
It's a hit.
And then on one of those hits, I'm also going to, you see my my rapier with the red gem on the base. A rune lights up on it.
Fancy.
That
Oh, is this the
cause-
fire rune?
This is the fire rune. That causes that rapier to alight in flames. So it'll do an extra 2d6 of damage. Plus, I'm going to need a strength saving throw from you, DC 16.
Oh, I got a
then
plus 0 to this. Is this a
Great,
magical effect?
That might be a ruling for not me.
Yeah,
It doesn't say magical effect, but
What is the ability? Specific?
it's the fire rune. Because I'm a rune knight.
Yep.
So it just says when you hit a creature with an attack using a weapon, you can evoke the rune to summon fiery shackles. The target takes an extra 2d6 fire damage, and it must succeed on a strength saving throw DC 16 or be restrained for 1 minute.
Yes, that is considered a magical effect.
There you go.
Nat 20, I passed, baby.
What a whore! That's fine. You'll still
Because
take
of the advantage.
because you have the advantage. You'll still take the damage, which is fine. So let me just roll all of this, and I'll do the math again, and just give you one big lump sum.
Yeah, just give me the.
I'll give you the lump sum. Reminder, children: if you win the lotto, you take the lump sum,
And then you invest it.
and then you invest it like
Do
a
not
good
let anyone touch it.
capitalist.
Do not let anyone touch it.
Don't buy a Corvette.
Except for the like, okay, let the IRS touch your money. Don't let anyone else.
Bone Jangles. It really seems like, Christabel's got a bone to pick with you.
But I'm
Yeah, it does.
okay. And then hold on.
I guess you could say her humor isn't up to mine. I guess hers is more of a bone dry type.
It's not humorous.
Have 2 of those.
Okay, so you will take 55 points of piercing damage and then 3 points of fire damage. I'm a powerful woman. I've been trying to tell y'all that all along, and no one's been listening.
You hear from the ground. I listened.
All right. Anything else your turn, Christabel?
I'm trying to decide if I want to action surge. I do want to action surge, which means I get to take 3 more attacks.
I just so happen I want to action surge.
16.
I don't know why I didn't take shield.
24.
I should have taken counterspell and I didn't.
34 on a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I got 25 HP. I'm down.
There's absolutely no way.
There's no reason to roll.
Yeah.
But I'm going to, because that's the spirit of the game, unless
This
the DM
is-
tells me no.
We have to see the numbers. We have to see the
We
numbers.
have to see the numbers.
Yeah, we gotta see the numbers.
Okay, so we're gonna roll, and then I'll just tell you all of the stuff together. If it makes you feel better, I roll terribly on crit damage, so
Wow.
it'll be 50 points of piercing damage.
50?
50.
And with that, just a clatter of bones hits the ground.
Through the door.
You go right through the door, and you see Scylla just sitting there. Oh, hey! So you're the one that made it.
Are you really surprised, Scylla?
I mean,
Really?
honestly, no, not really. You ready to go collect this reward?
Of course I am. Let's hit it.
Sure. And she takes off with you, and that brings us over back to Gormar and Bone Jangles. You both are sitting there, and you just see the blood just kind of pouring all over you, and you hear, "If you want it, I can help you."
My lady, how is that going to work when I am dying on the ground? I can
You just-
hardly move.
You just have to agree.
To what?
So what exactly?
Me helping you.
And what do you get out of this?
Just let me out of here.
I do not like to see a woman cry. I do not like to see, especially an 11-foot tall woman trapped underneath the city of rotting bones. Sure, I will help.
And with that, the blood kind of pours around you,
We can help
and
this one out.
the black oozy venom from inside your veins gets shunted out of your body. All the wounds close, and you find yourself completely and fully healed, as well as no longer a vampire.
Oh, shit!
Bone Jangles, did you agree as well?
Oh, I guess we can try things out your way just this once, but I don't like to do long-term contracts. You can ask my old manager about that one.
All right, just 100 years or so. And you feel all these sinew on your bones start to regrow, muscles start to reattach,
Don't like this! Don't like this! Don't like this!
and skin wrap and form around it as you both stand up completely and normally mortal.
Well, shit, I have not felt this alive since, Bone Jangles, what age is it?
Oh my goodness! What have we here? You see a high elf before you.
Bone Jangles, you are completely naked.
Yes.
Oh, I mean,
Oh.
you've got a little bowler hat. Could you,
Well,
I mean, if you are
I can drop the glamour on this, and the bowler and bow tie turn into a full suit of studded leather armor.
Oh, now you're completely covered. Okay. I mean, if you are comfortable in your own skin, no fault to you. But I mean, I kind of
Well, it's been a couple hundred years. Ooh, old habits die hard, I'd seem. But yes,
what year is it again?
it is. Oh goodness, four something in the age of. I think
Age of
we're in
of serpents, no?
No. We were in the age. I died in the age of serpents.
Oh, well, then what age? What age
Did you
is it?
me out of here, please?
Yes.
Fine.
I'll take my scimitar and cut her free.
You notice that she's still chained all the way up, and then you have all the pythons that are nailed through her into the monolith.
Do we still burn when we approach her?
No, you don't.
No. Okay. Yeah, I get to work helping free her.
Right? So you start pulling out the pythons, and the wounds kind of close each time you pull one out. And then at the end of it, all that's left is the manacles around her wrists that chain her to the monolith.
My mistress, who was it that put you here?
The Blood Court?
Obviously, who in the blood court?
Empress Eleonora?
Villarreal. Why would
Avenir, the Avenging Wraith, and Ryzoth the Cruel.
Why would they want to put you here?
My domain over life. They bled me for it.
Oh. They put you here so that they could remain undead.
No, it allowed the potency of necromancy. Well, hemomancy, more like. They developed a whole entire school of magic to using my blood.
It is quite fun magic. I don't know if you've ever tried it. I couldn't do it as a skeleton, obviously, but I saw others do it. It was quite phenomenal work, really.
Could you get these manacles off me?
Yes, of course.
I guess
Go to work and take them off.
I will help.
Thank you, Bon. Is your name actually Bon Jingles? They want me to call you something different.
Oh goodness, I can't remember my real name. What do I look like to you? What kind of name would you say?
You look like an Alistair.
How about just Star from that? We'll just go Star for now.
That is
Because
beautiful.
that's what I'm destined to be, anyways.
It's what you are destined to be.
I'll start trying to play my ribcage again, but not remembering that there's flesh and armor there now.
No. Here is what you do. Okay, you take your hand. Open up. Go boom, boom, boom. Or you lay down. You pull up your shirt. I put my mouth to your stomach, and I do a zerbert.
That tickles.
So the life kind of picks you guys both up and sprouts wings from her back and starts flying towards the exit.
Beautiful woman.
She kind of just hovers over over it. She's like, "The doorway's sealed. Do you know how to open it?"
We both have a little bit of magic.
Well, doesn't it need flesh?
It does need flesh. Oh, I have an extra finger skin, do I not? Or
I believe I have one as well.
Yeah, because we did not need to use ours.
You still have your friend here.
He's no, I'm not a vampire anymore. Nerf would have fallen.
Yes, but his body is here.
Oh, that's true. Nerf. Where is Nerf? Can I find Nerf?
You don't see him.
Oh, well, Nerf is no more. You know what?
I guess Nerf is nothing now.
Hold on, I'm picking something up. How did your friends leave?
They killed us.
They killed us.
Oh.
So
She snaps both of your necks.
you know, I could have used my own fingers.
And that's the last thing you guys see. Your neck snap. And that'll bring us back over to Christabel. You and Scylla get over there. Yeah, so, not too much trouble. Got rid of the traitor. That's good.
You know, how did you know? Because Groob and I, we've met for dinner once a month for the last, I couldn't even tell you how many years, and I would have never guessed that they were a traitor. How did you know?
You see, something about, heading inside. They tried to read my thoughts, which means either A, they were trying to see if I was the traitor, or B, they were trying to see if I had caught on to them. And then there was the whole general fishiness about, eating anything that I made. And then there was also all the questions were being asked about my time here. And then, Gormar was also trying to bait me into, saying whatever things that I saw last time I was here. Or up there.
This is all true and valid. That's fair. Regardless, they're deceased now, and so it doesn't matter what he was doing. I am a little sad to see Bojangles go. They were a real hoot.
Yeah, but, there's hundreds of skeletons just like them.
Oh, for sure. It's not like I'm going to cry about it later. It just is.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I mean, what? It's another expendable tool. I mean, just get it out of the way.
We're all just tools for the Empress to use. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, well, at least you proved yourself a useful tool. So there's that.
You're right. There is that. Let's go meet up with the Empress and give her this weird rock.
All right. So you get over there to the blood court, where the actual blood court meets in the blood quarter. And as you get there, you see the Empress sitting on her throne, and you also see Avenir and a moon elf who was from the Shirathan clan sitting over there as well. And the Empress looks at you all and says, so, approach then.
Christabel does like a bow.
And Scylla approaches, curtsies. So, I found the one that was the most useful. They did a good job. And if my alarm spell is accurate, then the target's leaving right about now. And so the Empress looks at you, Christabel. Well then, will you please present me with the gem?
I have it or does Scylla have it? I don't think I was given it.
She gave it to you on the way there.
Oh, did she?
There.
Okay, then I pull it out and sort of like kneel and do the thing where you like hold it up above your head.
And the Empress grabs it, holds it in the air, and you see a 11-foot tall winged elven woman get pulled out of the sky and sucked into the gem.
It's the woman from the plinth.
Yeah, so there we go. I figured the trader would let them out. Wasn't sure which one it would be. I knew it was one of you three, so there's that.
I would never betray you.
Well, you have earned your just reward. Scylla, over here, assures me that you were loyal to me to a fault. So, you will receive all 3 rewards. Scylla does this for fun, so there's that.
I can see why she would do it for fun. It was a good time.
So, here is the deed for both Corner Pocket as well as the manor. And, on top of that, any position you would like within my ranks.
What's like, I don't understand military structure. What's like a high position?
Well, do you want to be on the front lines or in a cush office?
On the front lines. I would be too bored being in the office.
Then rise, Christabel, blood blade of the Empress.
Christabel does rise and is like beaming the like most pride you would have ever seen.
You hear Scylla, oh, giddy. Let's go check out your new manor. Maybe we can have dinner?
Yeah, for sure. I'll have to phone my wife, let her know the good news, but we can absolutely go visit. We'll get some dinner. It'll be great.
Sounds good. All right. Well, I am going to head off. See you around.
I assume I'm allowed, like, I've done my business with the Empress and I don't need to be here anymore. Great. Then I follow Scylla.
You know what? Fuck you, Bone Jingles.